G'day, legends. Nah, but for realsy. So, we don't have a cruiser today, which is completely devastating to me. But we just quickly zipped down to Melbourne or to the Mornington Peninsula late last night. And we come down in Jimmy's car. So that's what we have brought out here today to Rye to do an activity which has been heavily neglected since having kids.
Yes.
So we'll see how we go. We remember how to put everything together and how it all works. And
I spent the last hour trying to get a stinking wetsuit on, and seeing as though it took so long, we've decided to drive down to Rye Pier with them on because they were a pain in the ass. And I'm going to go try not to drown under a pier.
I've probably done this dive site
Probably dove this dive site.
yeah, like hundreds of times, to be fair. I used to work at a shop just across the road from the pier, which is no longer there, and this was our go-to spot for training, and I learnt to dive under this pier almost 20 years ago. 20 years.
20 years.
So yeah, excited to get back out there. It's a bit of a gloomy day, although it is warm. The water looks alright. It's not a complete glass off, but it's not choppy by any means. Hopefully,
people on the pier, so we should be able to piss them off and pull their rods and
yeah,
pinch their.
we'll see how we go for air consumption, but we're probably planning on being down there for around half an hour to 40 minutes. Yeah, so let's get into it. All right, we good to go?
Yeah.
I just need my weight pockets and still remembered how to set it all up. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. We didn't actually get that much footage of the dive, which is a bit unfortunate. We took 2 cameras with us, a Sea Life point and shoot dive camera, and I did get some images on that, but any video footage we took on that camera was actually corrupted when we went to transfer it. So I'll pop the photos at the end of the video, and then we used that King's action camera as well, which we did not think was going to survive the 5 meter depth and the 1 hour dive time. It didn't flood somehow, and I managed to get around 10 minutes of footage. It's not the best, but it gives you a bit of an idea about what it's like down there under Rye Pier and the types of things we got to see, and hopefully it's enough to make this video somewhat enjoyable. And if you want to see us do some more diving videos and try to get a little bit better footage for you, leave us a comment and we might look at investing in another camera again.
good. I arrived back to land alive. No drowning. Although me BCD tried to kill me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of wanted to roll you over when you're on the surface.
Yeah, roll me onto the front.
Yeah.
All inflated at the back and around the sides and nothing up the front. So you were just like into the water. But it was good.
It looks so bloody nice from here. Like the water's obviously nice and flat. The visibility was, what do you reckon? It was probably like maybe...
Out of 10, you'd probably give it a 6, maybe?
I reckon it was sort of at about 2.5
meters
to 3 meters at a stretch.
Oh, definitely 3 meters at a stretch.
Yeah.
It was clear,
it was a little bit cloudy.
A little bit murky, a little bit cloudy, but
you could, it was still like we could always see each other. And everything else around us as well. We were really hoping to catch
up to that big stingray.
Yeah, one of those big smooth rays. But there's a lot of people down there jumping off the jetty, so I don't know if that's kind of kept them away.
We did interrupt 2 little stingrays.
Yeah, we came across 2 small ones, but those big ones, they're really impressive to see in the water. And we, after being so rusty, we managed an hour dive time, and we still come back with half full tanks. So we could have gone an hour and a half, probably, like comfortably. And Jimmy hasn't done nearly as many dives as I have, and he got straight back into it like riding a bike, didn't you?
Almost.
Yeah.
Yep. Couple of buoyancy issues.
Yeah, and it is actually quite difficult to control your buoyancy in shallower water like this, because you haven't got as much room to muck around, and the deeper you go, the heavier you sort of get. So I think you did a bloody brilliant job.
I was pretty stoked.
Yeah, no, it was so good. Now we're gonna go and find some sustenance somewhere, because we are starving, and haven't eaten today. Yeah, and it's currently 3 o'clock. And that's some good exercise too. Carrying all that stuff down there, which everybody is the trend now, is to just put your stuff in one of those little beach trolleys, wheel it down there, and padlock it to the pier. Like, you know, back in my day, I think I walked up and down this thing about 6 times a day, fully loaded. Carrying over 100 kilos. Sometimes carrying other people's gear as well. But we actually swam all the way back in because the water was just so nice, and then walked up the beach. Probably, but I think up the end here, where these people are, that's kind of like your snorkeling trail just there. Yeah, it's real shallow, but there's still good stuff to see. 3.4 of a metre there, and I think the deepest we got to was 4.8 at the end. So yeah. It's nice. Yeah, it's a good spot. Just, 250 odd metres of just cruising between pylons and enjoying the... Yeah, there's heaps of good little macro stuff to look at if you're into that. And yeah, plenty of fish and lots of colour on the pylons with the sponges and stuff. So a couple of big octopus. Yeah. Scooting around here now. I think they're nesting at the moment. We will be back. We will not go so long between dives next time.